Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. It is the 15th of November today, and we're going to be looking at Bitcoin trading against US dollar. Of course we are. The crypto market's just unraveled like $28 billion in the last 24 hours. The Bitcoin cash war has created so much fear and panic in the market that we started to see a sort of a withdrawal of investment from that particular asset. That sort of led to a wildfire spreading out through the rest of the market. Ethereum started to plummet, then Bitcoin, and then the rest of the altcoins started to dive as well. And now we can see Bitcoin has fell through its danger zone at this sort of $6,000 support. Then it fell through the $5,800 support, which has been the sort of lowest low we've seen the asset hit all year. And now we're kind of all the way down at the sort of $5,600 mark. So we're at an all-year low. I'm not even going to try and find the supports below because this is a purely FUD-driven market right now, so it's not really going to rely on critical support areas. There's a lot of manipulation going on right now. We'll have a look at in a second. It's really given whale traders an opportunity to force the asset down and just keep forcing it down until it gets to a point where they can then buy back in cheap. And we'll be looking at basically whether it will reverse and what we can see from the indicators. We'll look at it over a 1 hour candle range at the moment just to get an idea of a fairly close sort of time period to see how it's actually performing in the short term. Right now you can see, actually we'll zoom in on this one. So you can see long wicks beneath the candles, which is typically a very good sign that bulls are very active in this right now. They've been snapping up the lows. Every time we see a huge dump, and this may be from a large whale investor, there's been a lot of regular investors, or it seems that way, definitely snapping it up. Then we get another dump again, then they've been snapping up, another dump snapping up, and it's just been continuing like that pretty much most of this morning. Right now we were kind of consolidating nicely along this $5,721 mark, and then we've just had another big sell-off. It's just plummeted down another $100. But you can see there's been a lot of activity on this. So you can see already, you see this line starting to creep up as bulls are starting to nip it back up, and then we'll have another dump, and it's just battling like this at the moment. Over 1 hour candles is looking not too bad. We're wildly oversold on the RSI. We briefly recovered back into it. As I said, we were consolidating quite nicely. We're looking like we may actually enter back into this sort of 5,800 support level. And then we had another big sell-off. So now we're diving back into the oversold region. On the MACD indicator as well, you can see we've actually converged above the 26 MA, which is a good sign. We've actually got buying candles, believe it or not, on top of the histogram. But as I said, this recent sell-off is now force us back down. So depending on how quickly we can snap that back up and start recovering will obviously dictate whether we see this diverge below again or whether this will start to creep back up and we'll start to return slowly back towards this this signal line. I think if once we do get a recovery, it should be pretty fast actually. I think the FUD will quickly turn to FOMO buying, and we'll see a lot of people panic and try and rush in to buy Bitcoin at these cheap prices before it starts to correct back in. It may even catalyze a market reversal that we've all been waiting for, but I think that, I don't really know. We'll have to just kind of wait and see on that one because like I said, the Bitcoin Cash hard fork is still a little bit uncertain, and it's sort of driving investors away at the moment. So look on the Chaikin money flow indicator, it's actually kind of not too bad. It's sort of oscillating around the zero line, so sort of buying pressure, selling pressure is kind of even. It's not going any particular way, or at the moment at least, which is a pretty good sign as well. I think if we look, there's no point looking at the Ishimoku. We'll have a look at the Bollinger Band, see if we're actually returning into the middle band at all. Probably not. Yeah, we're not too far. We're out of this particular oversold region. We're not outside of the bands. We're actually recovering back in right now. So we'd like to see it snap back up. Find this line here again, like I said, at 5,700 and start pushing on again. We've just got to try and burn out these bears and just keep on doing what we're doing right now. I think there's a lot of pressure on the bears right now. Everyone wants to buy in right now, and all eyes are on the market again. For a lot of people who were out of the market, I'm sure they'll be interested at least to get back into it, or will be paying it attention. So we should see it start to snap back. That being said, though, if we see another load of whales pile in, we may just push down even further. But that's obviously going to be their intentions. But like I said, we're showing a lot of bullish sentiment right now, which is good. And on the indicators, you can see we're starting to really fight back. This isn't a one-sided fight right now. So our sort of main targets to look for will be this $5,700. That would be a nice support to find in the short term, and then we'd like to just get back above $5,800 again, get out of this kind of no man's land here and back into this sort of safety of this region that we've been in many times before this year. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Bitcoin right now. Do you think the market will continue bearish? Do you think this will catalyze a big reversal that everyone's been waiting for, or do you just think it'll do what it's going to do? Anyway, check out the full TA at cryptovest.com. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one, guys. Hope you survive it. All right, thank you.